We'll do it live. We will do it live here, 2:58 p.m. Tuesday, July 25th, 20 to 23, 2 minutes till ding-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ling-ding, the bell tolls. I was trying to get this Taiwan Semiconductor put credit spread closed, just for fun. Let's just go ahead and get up to 3 cents. That'll cost me $9, but we'll just close it right here and now. Come on, you could do it. I got to hit submit. You could do it. Close. There we go. All right. So it did cost me $9 and I was probably safe. Taiwan Semiconductors at $100.20, up nearly 2 cents today. And our credit spread is at 94/92. We did collect what? We collected $63, so minus 9, carry the 1, that's 54. So $54 net. Okay, whatever. But we're going into Fed meeting and decision tomorrow. We'll be hearing that they're likely going to raise the rates a quarter point again. If we go over to, what's that called? That Fed Watch thing, Fed Watch tool. That's it. CME Fed Watch tool. Yeah, see? So if we look at the next meeting, it is in 22 hours, 9 seconds. Let's accept all their cookies, especially if they're like McDonald's Land cookies. Remember when those were the thing when you were a kid? I know they were for me. The apple pie, the McDonald's Land cookies. So if we look at what the chances for tomorrow, the probabilities state that it's a 100% chance that they're going to hike the rate by 25 basis points tomorrow. But you never do. You never do know how the market is going to react, do we? So I just took that little baby trade off the board just because I'd rather collect money into my pocket than to release money from my pocket. So let's look at the Yahoo and the finance just to see what's going on. What's going on? So UPS and the Teamsters, they reached a tentative deal to avert strike. And back in the day, I was a Teamster for that exact company till they kicked my young booty up into management. And then all my friends that were older than me were working for me. Wow. That was a little bit of an adjustment for them and for me. So we got S&P up today just over a quarter point. Dow Jones just eking its way into the green. NASDAQ up 0.61%. Russell, or Uncle Russ, is up a bit. And then that crude oil, which started out down a few pennies today, is up 1.1% on the crude. So if we look down through my watch list, not a whole lot stands out today. We've had amazing run lately. If we look at the big board here, the main chart, if we go to the 1 month, we've been really on a roll. $51,312 up in the past month. A lot of that has to do with all my dirty dogs have had a nice run. Like AbbVie's had a nice run, Devon Energy, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo still, are they over $90 today? They've had a nice run since earnings. Yeah, over 191 on the Pepsi. But I've made a lot of paper money, and that's all it is. I've made a lot of paper money in oil. Suncor, ExxonMobil, Valero. Valero's had a sweet ride. In fact, my 126 calls are under pressure. So there's my 126 calls. And I didn't think they'd have much pressure at all when I put that trade on. And look, Valero at 124.54, and that's down today. If we go to Valero's chart and click on, let's look at 1 week. Hello. Let's even go to 1 month. Go to 1 month, maybe move my head out of the way. Hey, floating head, move that out of the way just a bit. So if we look at Valero on the 1 month, if you look all the way down here, that's still not even low enough. Let's go to 3 month on the Valero. I mean, look at it here, 104.31. Hello. And that was on May 4th. On June 1st, 105.93. Then it starts to make its way up. Making my way up to you, babe. 110, loop, loop, up to 117, down to 112. Then we're at 113, and then bang, zoom, right on up here to 125.71, and then down just a little bit today. So that those energy stocks, those oil stocks, and for the most part, all of the stocks, they've been up lately, which has accounted for this crazy number of up over $50,000. Again, just paper money. A lot of that's going to go away. Or I shouldn't say a lot of it. Don't say that. Be optimistic. Some of that's going to go away if we let these calls go. Like Johnson and Johnson is over 170 a share, and I've got a 162.50 call on the board. Coca-Cola is up near 63. PepsiCo, as we saw, is up over 191. Suncor's at over $30. Valero knocking on 126 door. So we'll manage all of those, but it's fun to see it finally start to gain some momentum in the green instead of all that stagnation I had for like a couple of months. So we're looking at the board. Didn't see much very, very interesting today for me, especially with the Fed tomorrow, which should be as predicted, a quarter point raise in interest rates. But we never do know how the market reacts, and we never do know how the press conference goes afterwards, where old JP, where old Jay Powell, he likes to sometimes throw us under the bus. Other times, he's not as detailed or clear in his statements, which is part of the manipulation that he has to do as he tries to and attempts to thread the needle on the inflation without sending us into a recession. So right now, if you looked at all the information, it looks like a soft landing is going to happen, but that can change on a dime, right? Still have some big earnings coming up, including the Microsoft and the Google coming up very soon. In fact, I think Google, is that today after market or is that tomorrow morning? What's today? Let's check the Swatch Watch. Today is the 25th, so it's going to be after market today. Whoa. Why is it rocking already? Did I already miss the earnings? Look where we're at. It closed at 122.79. And you know what? I was going to put a put credit spread on this the other day. Yesterday, in fact. Oh, but I was nervous. I was being nervous. And then look where we're at already after hours, up over $5 for almost 4.5% on the alphabet. So we got that going for us. And is there any latest news I can click into on the alpha and the bet, the Google? Let's click through here. I don't think they've reported. I think it's like in an hour or so. What does this say? NASDAQ leads gains. Dow notches 12th straight winning day. So that's also part of my concern, because it just, sometimes the market just likes to retrace and pull back a little before heading back up. But the market has been treating us well lately. Volatility has been low, so premiums have not been great. Look at Google, though, just riding, going to the moon, I say. So we'll be checking on all of those things tomorrow. Past 2 days, I've had some conversations going on. I don't know if I want to share them with you yet. I mean, they're exciting. They're very exciting, but risky also. A good friend of mine who is a developer, real estate developer, he wants me to go in on a project with him. Residential development, probably, I don't know, probably 70 lots. It'll cost a bunch of money. It'll cost a bunch of money to get it off the ground, and then, a handful of years to try to sell those lots out. We would likely do a lot of the building of the houses too in our own development. So we're going to put a preliminary plat together, just kind of map it out. It's a 30-acre parcel. We've got probably a pretty good opportunity to run water and sewer without a great deal of expense on that end, but the cost of infrastructure on developments are through the roof. So we'll have to just look at the numbers, see where they stand, and then what we can get the land for. Because right now, what they're asking for the land is too much, which is typical. But when you start flashing cash, then the numbers seem to get more realistic. If that's the case, though, I may be spending less time with you, and I don't really want to do that. I've got a wonderful life right now, I'm telling you. I really do. The freedom is through the roof. But whenever I'm with him, we get all excited because we worked together for over 20 years now in real estate and done a lot of deals together. Great dude, one of the best operators I've ever seen as far as boots on the ground. Came from bridge and road building in downtown Chicago. So it just gets me all excited and the juice is flowing when we're together talking, having a nice long lunch, driving around, look at developments, things of that nature. So we'll see. I do miss the deal. I don't miss the day-to-day of anything that has to do with stress, but I do miss deal making and the excitement of putting these types of things together. It's just hard to replace that type of excitement, but it's also a lot of stress that comes with it. So there's a payoff that you have to determine. You got to weigh each side out because none of that comes easy, right? Some people make it look easy or others think that it is easy, but none of it's easy. Otherwise, everyone would do it and everyone would be rich. And it is very hard to do it and to get rich. It is very hard. It takes a long time, especially for a guy like me. So I'll keep you posted on that front. I don't know. I'm sure we'll at least get the preliminary going, see if the numbers work, see if we can buy the property at a price per acre that would fit with the business model. And then we'll go for there. At least it gives me, I like to crunch numbers around and all that kind of stuff. So it'll give me a nice little project in that regard. So I'll keep you posted on that. But that's where I've been the past couple of days, mulling that over, discussing that, having some lunches, how they do. Most of the time, I'm just up here in the Fortress of Solitude looking at baseball cards and stocks. But thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you subscribed to the channel, liked the video, leave me a comment, 10 comments, whatever you'd like to do. Share this with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video.